everyone, and welcome to episode 306 of the 8-Bit Geek. Is this your first time here? Well, welcome to the show. It's a lovely little podcast where we talk about all the latest in modern indie, subgenre, obscure, limited release millennial hits in the movie and gaming industry. I'm Jeremy. With me today are two men who stashed the largest VHS porn collection in the world.
I got rid of mine a couple years ago, actually. I took it over to Movie Trading Co. And got a pretty, actually good return on it. Apparently, VHS porn is a hit.
It's making a comeback, dude.
It might just
hipsters.
be porn in general, but...
Porn was never out of style.
Exactly. And, you know, some people like that, the 70s muff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that...
Oh, you've got the Ron Jeremy stuff going on. Okay.
It's VHS, you know.
So you gave up. You gave up the Guinness World Record, huh?
Excuse me. What'd you just say?
I said. So you gave up the Guinness.
You got real country gayness.
Yeah.
I thought you said gayness. I was like, what?
thought you said gay anus.
Were you trying to say out Guinness without knowing the word was Guinness? Gay.
Guinness? Is it? It's Guinness, right?
Yeah,
Guinness.
it is.
Guinness.
That's what I said.
Like saying guinea pig, but Guinness. Guinness.
No, I said Guinness.
No, you didn't.
That's why.
Can we get the refs in on
Let's
this?
go back and listen to it. Can we get a replay?
That is why I
flag
had to
on the
ask what
play?
you said, because I could not believe what you said. I was like, I was taken back.
By the way, side riddle here, or not riddle, but little fun notion. Did you know Ron Jeremy's
riddle me
narcoleptic?
Wait, what?
Ron Jeremy's narcoleptic.
I've never seen it happen.
Well, I mean, editing is a
entire
beautiful
career.
thing.
Even the background in the bloopers, I've never seen it happen.
Yeah, no, it's a thing. And even the South Park guys, when they were filming Orgasmo, they said between scenes he would just be sleeping on the bed. He just knock right out, just like a light, just boom.
Really?
Like, yeah.
So I wonder if it's an active thing or if he just is like.
I mean, the dude's got like a sausage for a third leg there. I'm sure if he keeps a boner, he loses blood in his head and just knocks out.
Huh. That's a good point. That's a real good point.
Fun fact. By the way, I'm Kevin. Good way to.
Kevin actually is the used to be the record holder for. He built an encyclopedia of porn, and he used to be the master of porn. That's what the internet called him.
The master of porn. It's actually an old Angel Fire site I had. It was angelfire.com/il/god of porn or whatever. And that's the whole saying, god of porn or whatever. And .html. Go find that.
Well, if you are new around here and you enjoyed that fun intro, welcome to the 8-Bit Geek. If you want to continue listening to us, you can do so over on Audio Boom. I don't know why they still sponsor this show. It's
your intro every week really is starting to feel like it's like you're playing chicken with Audio Boom. Just how far is too far for them to continue to pay for our bandwidth?
They're like, guys, listen. We gotta talk.
Yeah.
But you can subscribe to us over on Audio Boom. If you decide not to, you can always find us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio, and anywhere else that you can find a podcast. You can follow us on social media at the 8-Bit Geek, and of course, we record the show live, usually with video, every Monday night on Twitch. And you can join in with the chat, have a lot of fun with us. Sorry, I had to burp. I had the button; it covered it up. I guess I could have said I didn't have to say I burped,
because it could have just kept going.
Yeah. So, anyways, if you want to connect with other fans of the show, you could do so over on Discord. Discord is a wonderful little app that you can download to your phone. You can download it to your computer, to your tablet, to your BlackBerry Sidekick, You can also download it on the web. Like, say, if you're at work and they don't allow you to download apps, you could go straight over to Discord in the web browser and use that as well. So you have no excuses, none.
Okay.
Join it. Come say hi. We need fresh blood. Our community is getting hungry.
Jesus.
Damn, not a good sell.
Hey, we also have other shows on the network. We've got 8-Bit Saga, Divas, Dropkicks, and Dives, and welcome back, Brainberry Tots. They've gone bi-weekly, so you can find them on the 8-Bit Geek Network. Lots of fun stuff. They had a episode that dropped on Valentine's Day, so definitely check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if you have decided, man, I would love to support these fools. They're just real dumb, but they deserve my money. You can do so over on Patreon. It's a wonderful site that allows us to create some cool stuff for you, and you can throw us a bone or two. You can give us as little as $1. What?
Kev
You said boner.
Yeah, Kev started laughing, and I started laughing because Kev started laughing.
Doug. You made me laugh. God damn it, we are fucking way too old to be doing this shit, and I love it.
We're almost 40, and we're still talking about boners and fucking.
Well, yeah. When would you start the fucking intro off about porn?
Yep.
I didn't start it about porn. I obviously started about our indie subgenre, obscure, limited release millennial hits,
and then quickly segued into porn.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm looking at the notes, and
shit.
it is the next line.
I'm just stating facts for the world. Okay, not doing anything else. Kev, did you go dark? What's happening?
What the hell do you mean? I'm here.
What happened to your lights in your office? Oh, there it is.
I was switching windows.
Your screen lights up your room that much?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're big monitors. Doug knows. We have the same monitors.
I've got a big monitor.
No, but not like ours.
Yeah. Thank you, Doug.
27 inches. 4K.
Or ours are 28.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's not the size of the monitor that matters. It's what you put on.
No,
It's what shows on the screen.
All right, so let's get back to Patreon. So you can give as little as $1, as much as $1 million, and you're going to get some great extra content for that. You're going to get daily shows. We've got other bloopers reels. We've got pictures of Kevin almost nude. We've got cooking stuff. There's a ton of stuff over there. I think it's worth it. Save $5 this month. Save $10. Don't go out to eat. Spend it on us instead. Give it. Come out your pockets.
Yeah, don't go to IKEA and buy their hot dogs and pizzas and Swedish meatballs and just give us that money instead. Jer.
Right. We are in need of not only your blood for our community, but also your dollars. So hand over your wallets before we throw you into the pit.
Jesus.
We have a pit now?
Yeah. Wow, we must be doing really well.
I know. Thanks, Patreon.
Yeah. Man, the diner's doing really good for us.
I guess so, man.
Okay, let's jump into the meat and potatoes of this episode, where we get into some misconnections. If you are new to us and you still are somehow here, every week we take real ads from the misconnection section of Craigslist. We read them in funny voices. They're completely real. We don't edit them in any way, but we definitely can't make this stuff up.
Boy sees girl. Boy is interested in girl. Boy awkwardly stares at girl from across the room. Boy never approaches girl. Girl leaves. Boy swears they are meant for one another. Boy turns to Craigslist for help finding girl. 8-Bit Geek steps in. Welcome to Misconnections.
Okay, all right. So I hit the button, and and was this on my? Did one of you? Okay.
What?
So on top of the drop playing, there was also a hip hop horn.
That was not obviously wasn't me.
I didn't hit a hip hop horn.
Okay, well, I was gonna hit it one more time and just see what happens. Where the fuck would a hip hop horn have come from?
Surprise hip hop horn for the win.
I wonder if someone. I think I changed one of my alerts on my Twitch recently to a hip hop horn. So I wonder if someone went and did something on my because I have OBS open. I wonder if that moved.
Oh,
like
Last
bled
Byron
over.
came in with a resub for 6 months. So there
But
you
we
go.
didn't change that though.
Well, I'm starting my 3rd trimester with the 8-bit. Oh.
Did we do something for? Did we change our?
Nope. That's all on your end.
Oh, you know what? When I changed the layout, I changed our alerts. We no longer have the talking heads. That's probably exactly what it was.
I missed that band.
The talking heads. Yeah, it was probably the. It played the same moment I hit the drop, and so it freaked me the fuck out. I'm gonna hit it again just to make sure. Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, so it's not the drop. All right, so it's definitely all right. Okay, it was just the timing was perfect, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening right now? What are you doing, computer?"
All right, so this week, Random Hero chose Doug to do his misconnection.
Oh yeah, what crap did he give me? Because he listed off a bunch of crap.
Mr. Burns.
Oh my god.
So good luck with that.
I have nothing. I have nothing planned for this.
That's even better. Give him your avant-garde version.
Oh, I don't even remember what Mr. Burns fucking sounds like. God,
Even better. I think that's even more gold. Just do it whatever.
Oh my. Nope, that's not it.
Nope.
What the fuck was that? It's obviously Zoidberg. Oh wait, no, that's not.
That's Zoidberg.
Let's see. Let's
No,
just hold on.
that
I'm
was
just
Fry.
gonna listen.
Digital Ocean's
to
cloud
fuck
computing.
off with your commercials. Hold on. Just give me a second. I'm gonna.
Oh my.
Nope.
Now, you can either have the washer
Yeah.
and dryer where the lovely Smithers is standing,
Yeah,
or
you
you can
like
trade
it
it all
when you
in
don't
for
know.
what's
What the
in
hell
this
are you
box.
talking
The
about?
box. The box.
That's Mr.
Look,
Burns.
Burns, this is
Oh,
a big
that was-
problem.
what?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. You try it. What does
Smithy,
he sound like,
certainly
Kevin?
Obviously, he's like,
I'm trying to listen to Mr. Burns right now.
Smithers, where
Please.
does that tube go?
Okay, so you just want us to provide dead air to everyone.
yeah, just so you can get your
Yeah.
kicks off and watch
that way-
Simpsons.
Because you didn't do your research.
Right.
Well, because I forgot because it's stupid as fuck.
Not an excuse.
He's playing a Switch during the diner.
We literally told them before last week, hey, don't choose stupid shit that we can't do. And then you let them choose stupid shit we can't do.
That's the internet for you.
Hey, if they're gonna let you do it, they're gonna do it. Yes, right. Hey, so let's do it. Let's hear your Mr. Burns.
Ladies, I need to feel more vulnerable.
It's
Pass-
actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pasadena to Claremont. I don't know. It's a weird. It almost feels like. Fuck. Who's that? Almost like a Stewie Griffin. Is almost what
Yeah,
it sounds like.
I can see
feels like.
that.
People are gonna request this all the time because it's gonna be that good.
Let's go to Smithers. Smithers.
Yeah. there you
Hello
go.
there. And thanks for reading my posting.
Uh-huh.
I'm a straight white male in my late 90s.
I thought it said I'm a swimmer.
I'm a swimmer in my late 90s.
Damn.
I have a lot of social power and status, and I am well educated. I'm used to being in control at work and always have to maintain my guard
You know, funny thing. I didn't
against
even.
Smithers.
Oh.
Oh.
I didn't even think about you doing this as Mr. Burns, but fuck, this lines up pretty great.
Yeah, I was
no.
gonna say it's pretty accurate.
Someone says, I hear Farmsworth. That's pretty close. Yeah, I could see a Farmsworth as well. Good news. Okay. When I come home to you, I want to put down that guard. I want to submit and be vulnerable and trust you completely. This really is lining up with Burns very well.
Man, good pull.
I want to strip down naked and have you wrap me up in a blanket and hold me. Once you please me, you own me. and I will do as you please. We can gladly discuss things that you and I could do together. Please write me a note and tell me about yourself and why you are interested in my posting. Please mention your name, age, and location. A photo would be nice. If you are one of those women with giant blue hair and are looking for money or think this is a game, go elsewhere. You will get no money here.
God, this is perfect.
I hope to hear from you soon. Please put relationship in the subject line of your reply so I know you are real. Mr. Burns.
Nice.
You know who's gonna be the first reply to that? Waylon
Mr. Burns.
Smithers.
Smithers, yeah.
Yeah, Smithers.
Let's see. Ratty. Hi, Ratty.
Hey, buddy.
He asked me to do a British accent.
Great.
So, which Australian are you gonna do?
This is bad. This is real bad.
Mhm.
This is gonna be real bad. I thought about practicing, but I was like, you know what? More entertaining if I don't. Hold on. Let me get it. Hello. Hello.
God, weird.
Hello.
Oh my God, we're so sorry, UK.
He already says, go fuck yourself. You deserve this from last week attacking me.
Hello.
Damn,
Jared's Crocodile Dundee says chaos.
that sounds all right.
Crikey. Lap
Crikey.
dance girl.
Lap dance girl.
Even that's bad.
I got a new number. I lost your number. The girl who used to come over and give me a naked lap dance once a week. I miss you. Please get in
You
contact.
just went straight Australian. You didn't
I did. I didn't even try.
No fucks good. Yep.
If any other girl is interested in the same type of gig, feel free to text or email me as well. I'm a 38 old wampa white guy, if you're interested. Looking for a girl to get a nude or topless lap dance. No sex needed. Just strip and lap dance. Your favorite Brit. Give me.
I really thought you were going to say ratty.
There you go.
This is what ratty sounds like.
So double F you to Ratty.
Daniel says, "Fuck, is that Russell Crowe?" Fighting all over the wild. So,
All right.
yeah.
Cap, you're up next. You have to do Randall Savage.
Okay, so it is Randall Savage and not Randy Savage, right? Who requested this?
Listen, I'm throwing the book, man. I don't give a fuck. All wheels are off the fucking car at this point, so you do it, man.
Okay, maybe a little
Do
column A, a
whatever you
little.
want.
Hello, boys.
Fuck. All right.
Footman in the house.
Okay, what's up, Footman?
You know,
No, I
Going to
don't.
meet-
That's why I asked.
going to meet Becky at Walmart. This is
Okay.
in Newberry Park.
Now you're an old man. Move my cane.
Sorry, I have to clear my throat. Ooh, yeah. Dig it. I bought you a rock star this afternoon. I want to fuck you. Excuse me. Tell me what you said you're doing Monday. Talk to you soon. Dr. Randall Savage.
All right, now I
Best of
want
both
that to
worlds.
be a normal thing for you.
Conversations. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh,
That was awesome. Oh, man, that was good.
Brain Cruise coming through with 10-month subscriptions. Thank you very much, Brain Cruise. That's awesome.
You may not talk much, but we support you supporting us financially. Thank you. All right, let's get into the top box office. It looks like Alita, Battle Angel, in its first week takes the crown. It's number one, guys.
Yeah.
Making 36 million.
Whoa.
Did you know it? You guys know that it was $200 million was the budget for that film?
Oh.
Yep.
I wanted to go see it this weekend, but we got snowed in Kansas City, so we didn't get a chance. 'Cause
I
I love
did-
Robert Rodriguez, so
I did have one person I know go see it, and he said that he really enjoyed it. It was really
yeah.
Got a
I've heard
7.6, so it's not terrible.
good. Mm-hmm.
I've heard the consensus from a lot of friends, like trusted friends, that say that it's like it was good as a live action anime. Just like as long as you just go in for it, go into expecting what that is, just have fun with it.
Lego Movie 2 coming in second place. It's made 62 million. Ooh, far below what the original pulled, huh?
Yeah.
The original was just such a huge hit. This one did not register with people this time.
Probably saturated the market, man, with that Lego Batman and the Lego Ninjago, like we were talking about last week. You know,
Like
so
they
probably-
did with the fucking video games, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Isn't it romantic came out as well? That made 20 million in its first week. I actually went to go see that with Ashley.
Yeah,
And, it was decent.
cool.
Decent. It was.
Oh,
it was
but Happy Death Day to You only made 13.5.
so it's a smash hit because it made back all of its money.
Probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a
can't-
horror movie. It probably cost 250,000 to make.
Let's see if they have.
The budget numbers I'm looking to.
It's a
No.
comedy drama horror.
Dude, okay, so the first one was definitely like supposed to be like this scary movie. This girl keeps reliving her like death day over and over again to try and figure out who killed her. And it looks like by the trailer, it's a sequel, and it looks like they were like, okay, let's just make this ridiculous. And it looks like an action horror comedy. It looked fucking hilarious.
Oh, okay.
And I heard the first one was pretty good. Like, you know, if you go in knowing like, okay, this isn't going to be super scary or whatever. But it sounds like they definitely took like the Chucky approach, where it's like the first one was like, yeah, ooh, killer doll, and the second one they're like, okay, let's just give Brad Dourif a fuck ton of one-liners, because that's what really sold the first movie. So
Yeah.
The box office. Let me just to compare. The first movie made 55 million in its total run, and its budget was 4.8 million. So it's a win. Like it's a win.
Yeah.
Like this one is already profitable. So
Yeah,
no
there you
big
go.
deal there. All right, let's
Horror
get this.
movies are rarely. They're some of the cheapest to make. That's why people love making them.
You're the cheapest to make, and that's why I
That is
love
very
it.
true.
only cost his dad like $250, and that was for the box of wine he bought his mom.
It was a box,
Boxed wine.
not a bottle.
Nothing but class in this house, in the Clem household.
Also, it was back in like what the late how old are you? It was like the late
How old
70s.
Yeah, it
20s. What are you
it
talking
had
about?
to be. Well, it had to be in 1980 because I was born at the beginning of '81. So
Yeah, so at some point in 1980.
you want my social security number while you're
In
at
the
it? too?
1980s, he sat there with. Did everyone freeze up?
No, just
No, you did though.
I think I lost everybody. Let's see if they come
Can
back.
you hear us? Can you hear us?
we can hear
No
you.
one has come back yet.
That's funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can
And
you hear us?
Yeah.
excuse this pause commercial break.
It's- Did he leave? It's 100% you.
Yeah, it's all him.
Yeah.
Remember when he was talking about his fucking ironclad internet?
No, he's been lagging all night.
Yeah,
It's been him.
it's all been him.
Oh my god.
Wait, are we still streaming too? So
Yeah.
like it's just me and you?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So we have proof. It's
Oh,
just
yeah, he
it's
left.
just me and you
just
and me.
No matter how it tossed the dice, it had to be.
He's trying to reconnect.
Yeah. What an asshole.
We hear you. Well, I know you hear us. We're fine. Our internet connection's good. It's Jared.
The show dies.
You died.
F.
Kev and I.
Yeah, the
are
stream's still
good.
going. You died. God damn it! Don't say that.
Rip.
There you go. Oh, it was a puppy.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I love it.
Oh my God! It comes out of nowhere. Oh, Jared fell out of the window. Yeah, that's what he gets for leaving it open all the time.
Seriously, that's what happens.
Oh man.
There we go. Hey, buddy. So the live audience got to hear all that. That was pretty fun.
We've been fine.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Yay, you're back.
You ready to start the show?
Do, do, do.
No, that's the outro. We want to do
Oh,
the
that's
intro
the
now.
okay. Sorry, I'm so used to just ending it. Might as well. Okay, so let's get into some news, shall we?
All right.
Or did you guys already go through the news?
No,
Yeah, we're
because
already on gaming.
no, because you froze and we're like, did everyone freeze? Oh, well, I guess the show's over. Well,
Yeah, you
okay, no one's coming back. And we're like, oh, we're fine. We can hear you, dude. And we're like, okay, well, I guess we'll just get it.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went. The audience can confirm.
Oh, that's funny. So Samsung has stopped releasing Blu-ray players in the U.S. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. The Blu-ray oh, what's that? They're still okay. So they've just moved on to 4K Blu-rays. That's all.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a dying. The disc is a dying breed, and soon everything will be streaming. Obviously, you can't. The 4K stuff is really tough on people with caps. So the 4K HD films are still selling pretty heavily.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blu-ray is dying. That seemed like a short life, didn't it?
Depends on how you look at it. Blu-rays were first introduced back in like 1994, but not necessarily for consumer grade. So they've had a life, as far as how long have they lasted.
Yeah.
I mean,
As far as commercial use, or residential use, I mean, I would say when the PlayStation 3 came out, so that was 2006, 2007.
Blu-ray was in PlayStation 3?
Yeah. Blu-ray
Was it?
player? Yeah, that was the big sell of the PlayStation 3. And when you bought a launch PlayStation 3, you got Talladega Nights or you got Spider-Man, one or the other.
Yeah, because the PS4 didn't even have a Blu-ray player in it, right?
No, they have a Blu-ray player in it. What the PS4 doesn't have is the 4K Blu-ray player. Or the PS4 Pro doesn't have a 4K Blu-ray player, but the Xbox One S does. So it kind of made no sense, but that's, yeah.
I don't know if that's right.
No, it is. I was still working at GameStop when all this shit came out.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought that
PS4
was
Pro.
the big controversy is that the Sony didn't put in a Blu-ray player and everyone like lost their shit.
No, it was the other way. Well, when Sony didn't, when it was PS3 era, Sony had it, Xbox didn't, and they tried their HD format. Remember that?
I remember that.
And then they lost that, and they never put a Blu-ray player in the 360.
That's right. Okay.
And then they put one in the Xbox One is when they basically fell suit. And same with the Wii U. The Wii U had like some weird, it was a Blu-ray, but it was like a weird modified Blu-ray. I don't know.
Fuck, man. I wasn't thinking. I thought that Blu-rays were fairly recent, but dating
on
back
a consumer market, they are in comparison, especially to like DVDs and discs. But no, I remember back in like 2005, one of my buddies was like, his dad is a huge like nerd when it comes to like tech stuff, and so he had all these old, like, not PC Magazine, but something like that, like these, like, check out this new tech and stuff. And there's an article about Blu-ray DVDs, and it was dated like 94, maybe 96, and it was just talking about like, this new format for DVDs that can have, the ultra high definition, like you're seeing it in a movie theater quality picture, and they can store up to, was it like 30 gigabytes or whatever the fuck, I don't know what it is, but like, and how it was going to be, they're like, within the next 10 years, this is going to be how we're watching movies. And like, sure enough, like it was within like the next 10 years that they became like, the kind of the standard.
Did you know that Ben Affleck in an interview called it? He essentially called Netflix, and everyone laughed at him for doing it. I watched him on a late night show the other night, and he was talking about it, and they played the clip, and he was like, "Yeah, within 5 years, we're going to be streaming all of our movies, and it's going to be the main way that people are going to watch their media is all streaming." And the interviewers chuckled and didn't like press in further. And then he goes, "And you know what I didn't do? Invest in Netflix." He was like, "I called it, and I didn't invest in it."
No, I didn't back it up. He's got a Netflix movie coming out. Maybe even why they were talking about it, because he's got
that's probably
him
why.
and Diego. Oh my God, what's his name? From Rogue One.
Oh yeah.
Diego Luna. I got it. I got there. Yeah. A bunch of people. It looked fucking awesome. Is it Diego Luna? No, actually, maybe Pablo. What's his nuts? The guy that's in The Mandalorian. Ah, fuck. Also, Game of Thrones.
Oh boy, Doug, having a lot of brain farts here.
Man.
I can't remember who's in it. I just remember seeing the trailer like 3 months ago and being like, oh shit, that looks dope.
Doug is so stressed out about selling his VHS collection that he can't.
I'm not stressed. I digitized all of them first.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they're up on my Plex, so I could stream them anywhere.
That's why you needed that bigger hard drive.
Yeah,
You beat the system.
that 5 terabyte hard drive.
Yeah.
CBS has reached its streaming subscription target 2 years
Of 5.
early. I'm sorry, Kev. I didn't mean to interrupt what you were saying.
I was saying of
My
5.
story headline.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Well, the class will wait.
we're waiting.
I said it was like 5 people because they were just happy that 5 people subscribed to their stupid service.
You couldn't wait 3 seconds for me to finish the headline?
I got really excited over it.
Hit the drop. We're getting out of here.
All right. Boo, boo,
So I guess they reached 8 million subscribers 2 years early. And, that's pretty good, right? I guess they weren't looking to, I guess their new target is 25 million by 2022.
I just got Kev's joke. That's funny. Because I'm like 3 people. Yes.
Joke grenade.
Sorry, I was looking to see who was in this triple threat or triple frontier. I know the fucking names of things. Ben Affleck, Charlie Hunnam, Pedro Pascal, Oscar Isaac.
Oh.
It's a fuck ton of people in this like Netflix movie. Sorry, continue.
So there's that.
Yeah,
And
well,
then
hey,
we have-
Netflix over CBS did whatever it's called. What is it called?
CBS All Access.
All Access. I was gonna say First Access. I can't believe people are paying for it. I can't. What do they have on there
Star
aside
Trek?
from like? I was gonna say aside from Star Trek and like old episodes of 2.5 Men.
Twin Peaks. Twilight Zone.
Twin Peaks is also on Netflix.
Showtime. This is I think it's the Showtime's Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
So like the 3rd season.
No, the Netflix has the first 2 seasons.
Right, but
But not the new.
But you're saying TBS has the new season,
No. Showtime has the new season.
right?
Who's on first?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
right, it's
no, but I'm saying
CBS.
sorry, CBS has Showtime's Twin Peaks. Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, like, why would you pay for them for that? I guess if you wanted Showtime's Twin Peaks, but again, like it's Star Trek Discovery, like Twilight Zone, the old Twilight Zone, that's all on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're also going to bring back, the Star Trek Generations as
Yeah.
well. So, I mean, new show with Captain Picard. People will buy that shit up real quick.
Yep.
Looks like Ryan Johnson is in the news again. We all thought he disappeared, and we were happy for it until this week when a company called Super Bro Movies released a tweet or an announcement saying that Ryan Johnson was not working any longer on a Star Wars trilogy. And then he fired back and said, "That's wrong. Still working on it." And then the entire world went, "Oh." So.
I would be interested to see what he does in another Star Wars universe that doesn't have anything to do with the Skywalker family. Like, have fun. I don't give a shit. Like, his movie, while it had its flaws, I would not mind seeing another one because he did do some cool shit. I mean, oh my god, that scene where that dumb character flew the ship into the other ship was fucking sick as fuck. That was dope.
Oh, it was. He had his moments.
Yeah, and it was just okay. But again, I would like to see what he has planned for in another universe. It doesn't affect me. If they were like Ryan Johnson taking over Episode 9 from J.J. Abrams, I'd be like, "Where's Kathleen Kennedy? Because I'm gonna punch her in the mouth."
And then Super Bro Movies then released an apology saying, "I'm sorry." And then Ryan Johnson tweeted back and was like, "It's all right, man. Rumors are fun."
Yeah. Cool.
But
He's just happy people are talking about him at this
He goes,
point.
"No harm." This was the official quote. "No harm, no foul at all, guys. Thanks. I think the rumor game makes fandom funner."
fist bump.
Fist bump. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Get out. Get out. Also, but who the fuck is Super Bros Movies? I've never even heard of this site. Like, why would anyone take them seriously?
Same thing people have said about the 8-Bit Geek for years.
I know.
But we don't make up bullshit and then
We should.
I mean, we do. Okay,
We make
for the
up a
people
lot of
about to
bullshit
tweet at
out.
us, yes, we do. But also, like, we don't announce stuff in like a public capacity like that, where it's like, oh, exclusive. Ryan Johnson is not directing Star Wars anymore, and then you let stuff like that go viral.
Yeah.
I wish. Let's just start brainstorming some weird shit to start just spewing out. Star Wars canceled at Disney.
Well,
Fox buys back license and says, "We did it better."
and then Disney goes, "Ha ha ha, Fox, we own you."
Yeah. And then they respond, "Oh shit, you're right."
Oh, oh.
Transformers is getting an animated series on Netflix, and it's going to focus on the origins of the Autobot and Decepticon battle. So it's going to be on Cybertron. So, okay, I'm excited for it, but at the same time, I'm like, I mean, we've gotten this, right? We've played the video games.
I was wondering, is this going to be based off the War for Cybertron game too, or what was it like? The first one was something for Cybertron, and then War was the next one. Yeah, weird.
Really strange. In other news, Crank Yankers is making its way back to Comedy Central. Can this show survive in 2019? Can
Who's
it be
calling
done?
people?
Oh, I mean, prank calling is still pretty popular, at least on YouTube, and you can find
Is
it on
it?
like, yeah.
God,
But
I haven't watched anyone prank call in forever.
Remember, this is all Kev does when he needs something to laugh at. He goes to YouTube and watches prank calls. He is part of a prank call Discord group. If
No,
anyone, yes, he is. If Kev is an expert on anything at all, it is definitely prank calls.
That's actually pretty accurate.
How is this? How have I not known about this?
I've told you that for years. I've sent you prank calls.
Yeah, you're right. But at the same time, I didn't know that you were on a Discord.
Oh yeah, that's like
I missed that.
I've got people go on more than one Discord.
No, I'm not saying it's illegal to do so. What I'm saying is I can't believe you're a part of a prank call Discord, Gav.
There could be worse, I guess.
I don't know. It should be illegal to be a part of a prank call Discord.
No,
It's the shittiest form of comedy.
no, it's not.
There's
back-
puns, and then right below puns are crank calls.
Dad jokes and then prank calls.
I went back and listened. I was like, I saw this thing, and I was like, you know what? Let me look on Apple Music and see if they have the Jerky Boys. I'm gonna go back and listen to the Jerky Boys, and I was like, ooh, this does not hold up. This, when I was a teenager, very funny. Now, not so funny at all.
It'll be weird to see because a lot of the characters were very much caricatures of like stereotypes and shit. So it'd be really hard to see how this ages in this day and age as far as
Is Eminem
political
involved
correctness and
in it
everything.
too? God, he loved that show.
Who?
Eminem.
Oh. No, the reason he got involved with that show is because of the whole thing at it was like an MTV Music Awards or
Oh
movie
yeah,
awards.
you're right. Yeah.
And that whole thing started. So it was like a weird beef with a puppet.
McFarlane Toys has been granted the DC license, ladies and gentlemen.
It
They're going to be
begins.
pumping out some really nice figures. I am a big
Mhm.
fan of McFarlane Toys. I think they're the best action figures out there. If you're going to have a company make your toys, it best be them.
for their price because they're very affordable. Not
Yeah.
like when you go like say NECA value.
Yeah, I was gonna
where
say
they start
NECA
getting
does
real
really good,
detail.
too.
Yeah. Well, I'm not talking collectible. I'm just talking action figure that you would still find in the store for a fairly relatively
Yeah.
inexpensive toy.
I'm looking at
And like
my
a
Ninja Turtle.
posable, yeah.
Yeah. So
Those, yeah, it'd be awesome.
You-
They,
Turtle, I want it so bad.
I know, I'm looking at it now because it's NECA. It's super sick.
Doug,
Yeah.
did you take it out yet?
No.
Do it on show right now.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hey
Yeah,
guys,
no
for those that
cameras.
can't see this, here I go. I'm opening it up.
just crinkle the plastic.
Yeah, crinkle the plastic. Describe it. what you're doing?
It's a Leonardo action figure from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's only available at GameStop. Oh man, look how detailed it is, guys! Super cool. Look
You
at
need to sound more nasally and real,
oh.
like really excited.
Okay, my lips covered. I'm doing an unboxing video.
Are you playing one of my videos in the background? That
So
sounds just
like I'm opening a video. Okay. So here we go. I'm opening up this.
Trump?
No, it's Cav.
It's the best unboxing.
It's the best unboxing. So bigly. Look how bigly he is. Is just he's so green, like a turtle or a frog. He looks more like a frog.
Okay, I'm gonna move on.
Please.
There's a piece of pizza. It's got anchovies on it.
You want to do Soldier Boy news?
Oh my god, do we have Soldier Boy news?
Oh
It's yeah, we have Soldier Boy news again.
Thank
Another
you, Soldier
week,
Boy.
another soldier.
All right, here we go. God damn it.
Soldier Boy content, Soldier Boy's cool, Soldier Boy's console, Soldier Boy news.
Did you point to me yet?
No, there you go. Fucking just take it.
So Soldier Boy is back in the news after police have paid him a home visit following allegations of his kidnapping. And they just when they visited him, some of them reported that their tires were slashed following the visit, aka the raid. So he had one of his associates or somebody, or he himself went out and went, "Fuck y'all, I'm slashing your tires." God damn this kid, man. Or man, or boy, child.
He is no longer a soldier boy. He is a soldier man.
After you slash the tires, you turn into a soldier man.
The cop saw him and went, "You!"
Catch that Soldier Boy. You catch that Soldier Boy.
And the thing is, he couldn't run. He was just doing his little dance out of there, and that's how he was easily caught.
Check with that tackle that hoe or whatever. I don't know if it's I don't remember the song.
I would really want the judge after they come down with the he's guilty. I just want him to look at him and be like, "You guilty."
Charge that Soldier Boy. You charge that Soldier Boy.
5 to 10. You
And then give him a soldier boy gaming unit to play.
with no TV.
Time.
Well, he doesn't need a TV. It's like a little handheld device,
Yeah, a little handheld.
but no charger.
No, oh no.
Yeah. So he's gonna have it. He's gonna have to like manage that.
Exactly. Oh.
Well, that's it for your Soldier Boy news.
Okay, let's just play the outro. Oh my god, it's not fun anymore.
Soldier Boy content, Soldier Boy's cool, Soldier Boy's console, Soldier Boy news.
But you still love it.
Okay, so gaming news, huh?
All right, we might have to take a break from Soldier Boy news because Doug
Doug is soldier boyed out.
yeah. So you know who else is Soldier Boyed out?
Oh, damn!
What?
All the employees who just got fired from Activision Blizzard, when they went ahead and said, "Hey guys, I want to go ahead and announce that we've had record breaking sales this year. By the way, 9,600 of you, some of you will stay, 800 of you will lose this game and be fired. So enjoy. Check your desk or email. I guess that's how they do it nowadays. It's just email, right?
I have no idea.
How do you fire 800 people? I would say by email. Hey, thanks for all your work. Pack up your stuff. Stop by HR on your way out.
They should all 800 of them should have been able to kick Bobby Kotick in the dick on their way out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
I was going to ask you guys how you kind of felt about it because of the fact, like, some people are like, well, they fired the non-essential people, and then they hired 20% more staff to be developers, but that doesn't make it right,
No.
right?
No, I mean they made so much last year. Like they could have kept the 800 people they fired.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they went ahead and cut them to, because obviously it wasn't a move to save money. If you just turn around and hire even more people than you just fired, then it was for bullshit reasons.
Well, and fuck upper management. I mean, when it comes down to it, like I said, I've not been a fan of Bobby Kotick ever. He's the Activision Blizzard CEO. I've known about him for years because he's done this to the video game industry. Like he's been fucking over. I mean, he's been with Activision since probably the Atari days, and he's just a piece of shit. He's just kind of a terrible human being that basically gives himself bonuses, and obviously we're seeing layoffs. I mean, just a couple months ago, they gave like a signing bonus to like some upper management guy or person for like millions of dollars just as a signing bonus. And then they're saying they don't have enough money to cover everything. Fuck them. And fuck Bobby Kotick.
Well, the thing is, it's not that they don't have, and that's the other bullshit part about the whole thing is it's not we don't have enough money to cover these people or whatever. It's that they at someone made the call. This is how much we need to make this year, and they didn't hit that amount, but they still like record breaking numbers. So they still made a fuck ton of money, but they didn't hit that. And so it came down to, well, because we didn't hit that, we need to get rid of people so we can. But again, it's like, but that still doesn't make sense if you're going to turn around and hire more developers. I mean, I get it in the long run, like, because they can push out more games and more content. But
And they also announced that they're not releasing any Blizzard titles this year at all.
Of course not.
So like that's another reason probably why they were like, well, we can get rid of people since we don't have a big title coming out.
Yeah. It's just garbage. And yeah, like again, this guy who made so much money this year. I don't know. We've talked about it, especially with like Bezos and stuff, where it's just like these huge, like I don't know, like I don't want to say empire, like build, or businesses that make so much money. Like your CEOs should be willing to take a pay cut to properly take care of your fucking business and your employees. Like, just you do not need to make $1 billion this year or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it, especially if you're having to lay off people, or if you cannot fucking pay people like minimum wage.
Even if you don't make $1 billion this year, you still have your bonuses. You still have your stock options. Like you're making so much fucking money. Pass it down to your employees. Like don't be a fucking shithead.
Yeah. And I was reading on one of the articles, the comments and stuff. There was people talking, and there was people from Blizzard also commenting on it, and they were talking about like people like, oh, they're probably fine. They probably got like stock options. I'm like, no, we don't. Like a person's like, I spent more on my stock options than they're worth right now.
Oof.
Yeah, and they're like, I would take a loss if I sold my stock, by selling off my stock options.
Damn.
Which is just like, fuck, because of what they charged them for it, and then like the person worked there for like 13 years and all this stuff, and it was like I'd barely make any money on it. It's insane, and it's just stupid. And again, the American dream just means greed. That's all it really fucking means.
Yeah.
And that's why there's a lot of talk of unions making a big comeback. There was a huge, I don't think I put it in the notes, but one of the biggest unions in America actually, saw this, and they were like, "Hey, listen, we're working on getting into the gaming industry because we don't feel that this is appropriate for and unions. Yes, you'd have to pay dues, yes, all that, but they would not allow this type of thing to happen."
Yeah, and I think it's important to remember also I don't remember which game studio it was, but they were talking about like it was Red Dead 2 or whatever.
Yep.
Where they were like, man, these teams work nonstop, so many hours of overtime put in to get it or whatever, and it was like, okay, well hold on, you made these people work 100-hour weeks, like
right.
that. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, so they have the next year off of work, right? Like, because there's no, you can't, and then again, it's like, in 14, there's a part, since we're doing this for the book club, where Nate is asked to, his hours are cut, and then his boss comes in and says, because of your hours being cut, I need you to give 110%. Like, I need you to work more and like harder because I cut your hours, sort of thing. And it's like,
Yeah.
there's people have bosses like this all the time where it's like, oh, I need you to do more than what I'm paying you for. And if you're like not a salaried employee, and if you're an hourly employee, fuck that noise. Fuck that noise.
You just described our company. They give, every time they give a raise, I sat through an annual meeting once, and they were like, all right, well, we're giving everyone a raise, but that means our expectations are going to go up for you. So we're going to need you to work that extra amount in order to. I was like, okay, I thought I was getting a raise because of the work I did, not because I have to put in more work now
Right.
to cover some shit. Like, I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Now, like, my job originally, they were like, all overtime has to be approved beforehand and all this stuff. And it seems like maybe that's not actually the case with our department anymore. But that was kind of the, like, oh, well, if you stay late, that's on you. Like, that's you like giving time. And it's like, okay, but you said I had to stay late to do this project or whatever, or else. And so, of course, I'm gonna get done, but you're not gonna pay me for the hours I stayed late. Like, that's bullshit. Mm-hmm. And I'm under the impression, like, you know what? I'm hourly. You're gonna get a 9 to 5 from me. You know what I mean? Like, I will put in my 40 hours, but unless you're paying me more than that, I'm sorry. Bye.
And people wonder why loyalty is so fucking thin at companies nowadays, where the turnover is higher and higher, because it's just like, just take care of your fucking employees, man. Like, that's it. It's that simple. Pay them a fair wage, pay them overtime if they're going to work it. Don't overwork them, because this is not the same generation that you grew up in, to where people want to be home with their families at a decent hour. Like, fuck it. I get so mad.
Well, that's the thing. Again, it's like, that's also not part of the problem with that is that, like, cost of living has gone up tremendously in the last 30 years, but the wages haven't. And there's the, like, you cannot expect, like, our generation, the generations behind us, to be able to afford their college loans and their school loans and whatnot, and then not have a fucking job to go to because of one reason or another. Every fucking place wants 5 years experience or they won't hire you, and then, like, they have to get a shitty job that pays minimum wage, which in some states is only like $7.25, $7.50, which they cannot work enough hours to pay for their rent and pay for their car and pay for their phone and pay for this and that. And it's like, people have to get a second job, and then again, it comes down to that loyalty thing where it's like, well, I need you to pick up a shift here. Well, I can't have another job. Well, then, your loyalty needs to lie here or whatever. It's like, that's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid.
There's what is it? So the house I live in now, I've been in it for almost 6 years, and in those 6 years, I can't afford this house if I went to buy it today. In 6 years, which is great. Like, the value of my home is wonderful to me now. It's like, awesome. I've made, if I sold my house, I could make $70,000. But the fact that it's $70,000 more expensive today than it was 6 years ago, I couldn't live here. Like, the area that, like, it just, the cost just keeps going up, especially in Fort Worth, where it's it's been one of the most desirable places to come and open businesses and to have a family, and the school systems are great and stuff like that. But then the housing market just keeps going up in cost, but the wages, like you said, stay the same. It's just like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Especially, for, again, to return back to, like, the gaming market and stuff, where a lot of these gaming studios and stuff are located, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them are on the West Coast, whether it be LA, San Francisco, or Seattle. And all three of them have outrageous, like, house markets and stuff. Like, the home price there is fucking stupid. And again, if you're not paying these people enough, it's just it's unreal. There was one company, I think Nick was working for them. They were based out of San Francisco, I want to say, and they were paying people to move out of the city because it was so expensive that they were like, "Hey, if you want to relocate, we'll give you $20,000 to move the fuck out of the city, like to find a new home elsewhere." And because a lot of it is web based, they're like, and just remote in because it is we cannot pay you enough in this housing market. So get out.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I was offered a position out at our corporate headquarters, but they're near Seattle, and I went. So let me get this straight: you don't pay a higher wage out there because of So I can't afford a $300,000-$400,000 house, which is smaller than the fucking one I'm living in now. Get the fuck out of here! I'm not going there. I'd have to live 2 hours away and drive in and commute every day. It's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was saying, like, Katie's brother was living in Seattle, and he was renting an apartment, and his apartment that he was living in costs more than our mortgage does. And he didn't even live in Seattle, like Seattle. He lived in, like, on the outskirts of Seattle, so he wasn't even in, like, it's because it was still so expensive. It's fucking stupid. And I get, like, there's more desirable parts of the United States to live in, and blah blah blah. Cost of living will be higher there. But again, if your company is not going to pay you for it, and then I don't know, again, especially since we won't fucking make the federal income, like, whatever, it won't go up. The minimum wage, like, it needs to be like $20 now. Like, that needs to be it. Because even I make over $20 an hour at my job, but, like, I don't think I could live on my own.
Yeah,
because of just how expensive
especially with
things
your
are
family.
getting. Well, especially with my family, but I'm even thinking if I didn't have my wife's income, like, I wouldn't be able to live in this. I wouldn't be able to live in this house.
Yep.
You'd have a roommate.
And I wouldn't be driving my car. I would have to get a shittier car.
Exactly. Let's see. Let's move on. I'm going to skip one or two
I'm
here.
sorry we talked about that forever. Fuck you, Activision Blizzard.
Yeah.
Razer is closing its game store after 10 months. It's an online game store.
How do you close it on? No, whatever.
They opened in April of 2018, and all they did was sell keys to other game stores.
So G2A.com.
I mean, it wasn't like a store where you can preload the games and all that kind of stuff. It was just a distributor. And they were like, well, this is not the market for us. We'll go back to making mouses and keyboards. Ubisoft explains why The Division 2 ditched Steam and says the PC pre-orders are already beating the original game. Prove it.
Yeah, let's see that.
So what they essentially said why they switched to Epic is essentially what we've talked about before, is that they think that Epic is in a position where they're taking care of the developers with that 90-10 split, and it's a better business decision for them. And also working with another developer like them has been a joy, and they think it's a positive long-term arrangement for them. So makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Apex Legends is leading people to go back to Titanfall 2,
Yes.
including Doug.
Well, Apex Legends didn't do that, but
Yeah, it did. The hype was real, and you were like, "Ooh, I want that robot."
no, it was Anthem.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
It was signing up for the premiere or whatever, and then being like, "Ooh, this game's available too."
Yeah.
They've seen the numbers continually go up. It went from an average of 700 to, listen to this, to 1,600
Wow.
Hey.
over a week, and and 3,500 at its peak on the PC.
Nice.
So it's a growing. People are going back and trying it out.
Whoa, there's 1,000 players on the PS4 over the weekend.
It also helps when it was on sale as well, I believe.
Yeah.
I was mistaken. So
Again,
glad
I
more
also
people
have
are
to imagine that
experiencing
there's
it.
some people that may be picking up the Origin Access, premiere to play some Anthem, and then probably like me, we're like, oh fuck, I can now play this too.
I'm gonna play Titanfall 2, where I don't have to wait an hour and a half for a loading screen.
Yeah.
All right. The last story of the night: Nintendo. Did you guys hold on to your Mario Brothers cartridges in its plastic box? You should have, because one just sold for over $100,000.
Crazy.
Yeah.
To be exact,
son-
$100,150.
My son is always talking about he's always looking at something. He's like, I'm gonna leave this in the box because these are pretty rare, and later on it's gonna be worth a lot of money. And I go, Colin, the chances of that one thing being worth a lot of money, slim to none, dude. And I was like, I'm sorry, but it's probably not gonna happen. I should probably just let him do it anyways, because who knows what's gonna hit. And then by the time that he's older, if he could make 100,000 off of one item that he's kept, I'm gonna start investing in shit like this. I'm gonna buy me stuff.
Lovable Bill says that was a rare test market copy.
Oh yeah.
Don't talk to us like Wait, let's look at the actual story. Is he right?
This game may
It's
be
the very first run of 17 NES games produced in America. The foil sticker at the top, the black box, indicates that. So, it's like the original pressing of it.
Yeah. And it's crazy because when Nintendo hit America, mostly you got Super Mario with the system. So this must have been like one of the first day ones where they didn't include a game, where you just had to buy Super Mario separate.
Another sold copy of Super Mario Bros. Sold on eBay in 2017 for $30,000. Probably not like one of these, but even still, 30,000.
The thirst.
Yeah,
I'd take.
Yeah, I mean, again, you tell your kid not to fuck it, just open and play with it, like whatever.
Like your Ninja Turtle.
Right, but and it is one of those, like, you're probably right. Yeah, these are mass-produced toys or whatever. There's probably hundreds of thousands of them out there. But he could just be the one person that has that one that has never been opened and is in a perfect condition.
Yeah, I mean, everybody keeps opening this shit, and he's obsessed with. He really is obsessed with it, because I have fear that I'm making a collector, because he's like, Dad, this was a McDonald's first run item on this. It's going to be worth a lot of money. I said, motherfucker, it is a McDonald's toy. It is not going to be. I have Taco Bell Star Wars toys in my closet that haven't been opened. They're worth 50 cents.
Give it time, man. Give it time.
Give it
There's a collector out there for everything.
So,
but
anyways, that's our show for today. I hope that everybody enjoyed it. Stay tuned. We're going to do a Q&A. Please get your Q's ready, because we want to A you. And then it's my favorite thing to say now.
we're going to give you our A's.
Nope.
Looks like Pixie Dust is in the lead when it comes to the requests for what voices we're going to use. Still time to do that in about for another 5 seconds. Until next week, I'm Jeremy.
I'm Doug.
I'm Kevin.
Jesus fucking Christ, Kev.
What were you looking at, Kevin?
It's
What
already
were you
done.
looking at?
He's already
You're
out.
So fucking called out. You're called out so hard.
Because, man, okay, my latest obsession has been Tetris 99, and I was just watching someone win in that, and it's fucking insane. Have you guys played that yet?
No.
I ask both of you for just 1 hour of attention. Just 1 hour. Give me 1 hour.
It was 1 hour, 3 minutes.
Do it. God
I
damn
made
it.
the full 60 minutes.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Doug.
I'm Kevin.
Lots of love hugs and all that bullshit.